All right, you guys, we got Buddy here keeping us company. Today is going to be arms and abs. So we have 3 blocks. Each block is going to start with a cardio move to get the heart rate up. Then we're going to do 3 arm moves and then a cardio move. And you're going to cycle through that 3 times, finishing with an ab block. Same ab block between each arm block. That might be confusing, but you'll figure it out. So our first cardio move is going to be a slide jump shot. So kind of like a basketball player, if you've ever seen them warm up. They slide jump shot, and you're just gonna alternate sides. And it's best if we're staying low in that slide. And go 30 total. So 1, 2, got it? So really you're doing more than 30. Then we're going to start with a heavier weight resistance band. Mine's blue, but I just know that that matters compared to whatever set you might have. We're gonna go under the front foot. Thumbs are tucked under the handles, and we're going overhead pressing. You wanna return to 90 degrees, pressing overhead, keeping the shoulder blades down and low. Hold that belly button in, 12 reps. Then we're going to switch to the overhead tricep extension so that band stays under the front foot. I'm going to go sideways so you can see that front leg is bent a little more. We're going to hook the elbows and hook the thumbs, and the elbows come to the side of the head, and that doesn't feel right. That's got to be, that's right, guys. See? Isn't that perfect? That foot goes back. Then it's not rubbing your back. Right here. That makes so much more sense. So 12. Now really key, you guys, to keep those elbows in close to the temple. You're leaning into that front leg, extending the hands up, controlling the return. On the resistance band, so important to control the return on all moves. It's going to give you more of a workout if you're really focusing on that return. Then the third move is just your bicep curl. Another key with resistance bands, you guys. If you want it to be harder, you walk the legs out. Now when I do bicep curls, I like my legs out pretty wide. Test it, make sure that the tension is equal on each. This one feels a little tighter, so I'm gonna release that foot just a little bit. That feels more normal. Then you're just exhaling those handles up to the shoulders. 12 reps on all of the upper body work. Then you're gonna go back to your slide jump shot, and we're gonna finish with our core for this first block. I'm gonna move this down a little bit so you can see it hopefully a little bit better. All right, so our core is gonna be the same each time. I'll start sideways so you can kind of see what we're doing here. So for our first move, laying on the ground, you're gonna crunch up and alternate hand to the opposite knee. A little cross crunch. Then you're gonna pull those heels in closer. You're holding up and you're tapping the same heel. So tap, 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 tap. We're going 30 each. And with these, we count one hand. We don't count both. So 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, don't cheat. Then you're going to lay on the back, kind of on the ground here, and you're lifting the hips for a reverse crunch. Controlling the return here, that's super key. So on the reverse crunch, probably do 20, because that's going to be a lot. It takes a long time to do the reverse crunch. It's just a slower move. And then we're going to end in a low plank. So elbows under shoulders, pop those hips up, and we're dropping the hips to each side. Good, so we're going to go 30 if you can, 20 if it feels a little too intense. So you're going to do that just one time through between each block. So that's the end of the first. Then into our second block, our cardio is going to be toe taps. We're going to stay low, and it's a little bit like skater, except for I'm not stepping behind, kind of like that curtsy lunge. We're just tap, tap. And we're going to go 30 here. So I'm going to count here, 1, 2. So it's both directions. So 30 there. Then we're gonna pick up a lighter weight band. Mine is green, I don't know what yours is. Okay, and with resistance bands, putting it under one foot is gonna make it less intense. So try it here. We're going lateral raise. I want you to come to shoulder height, and I'm going to move my phone back up a little higher so you're getting a little bit better angle on that. So we're in lateral raise. If that's easy, go 2 feet lateral raise, just to shoulder height. You want to pull that belly button and drop your shoulders. Little tuck in the tailbone. So we go 12 lateral raise. Then you're going to come and we're going to put our hands under the handle, thumb on top. Now again, you figure out what's going to work for you. You can start, and I think I'm going to start with this, so we'll see. You can start with 1 foot. We're going hammer curls here. So hands to the shoulders, palms are facing in. If that feels pretty easy, try 2 feet. If that feels easy, you can move up to your heavier one and see how that feels. So 12 hammer curls. Then you're going to flip your hands upside down so the thumb is on the bottom. I'm still below that anchor. This is the one where the foot comes up front. We're going to bring those elbows back, and it's tricep extension. Trying to get full range of motion here. Controlling that return, the elbows come back and they stay back. The elbow doesn't move, it's just that hand. So tricep extensions there, 12. Back to your toe taps. Staying low, and then do, when you do that 3 times, then you do your set of abs. So that's block 2. Block 3, our cardio move is going to be a jumping jack into a scissor. So you're going to jumping jack the legs, and then scissor. Jumping jack, opposite scissor, alternating. Right there. So you're going to go 30. And then we're going to start with lighter resistance, and we're doing a front raise. So again, starting with a lighter band to figure out what works for you. 1 foot to figure out what works for you. We're going just to shoulder height. I don't need to go higher than the shoulder. Controlling the return. If that's easy, put that other foot in. If that's easy, you could even walk those feet out. And then if that's too easy, you can switch to a higher band. So we're going 12. Then we're going to come to the floor and do Cobra. I'm going to be like under my ping pong table here. You're going to lay on the ground, hands by the chest, and we're just pushing through those hands. It's kind of like a tricep push-up. And you could even, if you wanted to, push all the way up to the knees. We're going triceps right there from Cobra Pros, 12 reps. And then our last move in this block is going to be an upright row. And for this one, we went heavier. And by we, I mean my dear, dear, sweet friend Dakota, who tests all my moves with me. She's the best. So, 2 feet in, cross the handles. We're standing tall and straight. Those shoulders are back and down. Little tuck in the tailbone, soft knees. Driving those handles up to the shoulders, upright row. 12 reps. So then you go back to that jack scissor jump. We're doing it 3 times. And then your core again. And then at the end, we wanted a little bit of a calorie burn, so we went through all of the cardio one more time, which is the slide to the hop jump shot, the toe taps, the jack to the scissor kick. But you guys make it whatever you want. If you don't want to do that at the end, don't do it at the end. If you want to do it for a minute each at the end, do it for a minute each at the end. So really up to you, making the workout whatever you want it to be. But today is for sure arms and abs. Hopefully you feel it there, and we'll see you tomorrow.